Okay. Good morning and welcome to Flannel Hill Farm. This is another tool talk with Brittany. Today we are going to be looking at levels. So most people know of a level as one of these long levels. These levels are great. These are great. These will help you level a wall. They'll help you level a stud. They'll take a long stretch and they'll help you level the whole thing. You can put these between like concrete pylons, make sure that they're level all the way across, your supports for a deck, anything like that. These are fantastic. You can level out 6 rafters by putting one level across them, make sure they're all level. They also work as a straight edge. The problem with these, and levels in particular, but these specifically, because they're so long, you have to be very, 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 very careful with them because these levels in general are very fragile. But this is wider than a doorway. It is fairly long, so if you're carrying it like this and you knock it on top and knock it on the bottom and hit it and you don't want to drop them. So levels are quite finicky. So this is, I don't even know what they really call this. I just call this the straight level. It's a big, long, straight edge level. There is a such thing as a torpedo level. It's smaller. We have lots of them. I can't find any of them. But our little torpedo levels are about this big. Most of them come with a magnet on them so you can stick them and check level. But they're only a foot, 2 feet long, something like that. They're just little torpedo, go wherever you want with them. So this one is what they call a post and pipe level. So this one you can actually set it on a pipe, make sure the pipe is level, left, right, up, down, everything. It also works like on corners of wood. So if you have like a 4x4 and you're building a lean-to, and so it's standing up and it's 9 feet tall, you can take this at the 4-foot mark, put it on there, and you can level it, make sure that it's sitting in the ground level. Same thing though, it's a level, so you gotta be careful with it. You don't wanna drop it, you don't wanna bang it around. So the cool thing about levels are they come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes, and they all get used for different things, so they're very specific. You can get a level for just about anything you do, and it will be designed for that purpose. Levels are very easy to use. So if I come over there so you can see this a little better. This is your level. So when it's perfectly level, it'll be between the 2 black lines, and that's level. So this would go side to side, up and down. This level is amazing. You can put a nail or a screw through your 4x4 and you can hang it on there so you can move it around. You don't have to hold it. And your straight level, same thing. Between the black lines is when you're level. So that's when you're looking level, and then you can adjust, make small, slight adjustments, and that bubble will move. Problem is if you bang it around, knock it around, that bubble can break. Your actual, the little plastic, this tube in here is just plastic. So if you knock it around hard enough, that tube can break, and now, you know, you either got to get a new tube or you got to get a whole new level. So levels, very versatile, but they're quite fragile. You don't want to break them. Getting a good level can save you so much time, so much money, and so much just headache. Like, You put up your 4x4s for a lean-to and you get it going, and then you go to put your boards in to hold the roofing up, and they're not level, and then it just causes problems, and you might have to plane it or shave that wood off to make it level, and it's just a pain. You make sure that it's level so that your metal doesn't do this, because you can see that when your metal bubbles like that. But all trade professions, and when I say trade professions, I mean plumbers, electricians, concrete guys, carpenters, builders, construction, everybody's got a level. All of those. I mean, my plumber had a torpedo level to make sure that my rough-in plumbing drains were going at the right angle. My electrician had a level to make sure that my boxes were all lined up and level, and I was using a level making sure these walls were straight. Every time we stood up a wall, we had a level there to make sure that it was straight, it wasn't bowing. We had it on the floor to make sure that they were going in a straight line. So everybody uses a level, and it's like $20. It's like a $20 investment to make sure that your house is level. Your house is, you know, your walls are straight. Your chicken coop is straight, or your whatever it is, dog house is straight. Because there's nothing more annoying than getting a wall stood up, and then, you know, you've worked all day, you decide you're gonna go get pizza, and you leave and you drive away, and you come back and you look at the house and you got a wall that's leaning out. There's nothing more annoying than that. When you've put all the screws in, you've bolted it or nailed it, ram set to the concrete, you have, so a level in construction is one of your best friends, no doubt about it. We're gonna use levels to make sure that the doors are level, to make sure that we don't, when we open the door, that the door is not trying to close, or that when we close the door is not trying to open again because it's not level. So levels, we use levels. Oh, geez. I don't think there's been a day on this project when we haven't used a level. So I recommend a good level. A lot of what you're going to see in these videos, and I will tell you, a lot of what you're going to see in these videos are made in America. So I would say my bias is a good level is made in America. Good tools are made in America. I know it's hard to find tools now made in America, but that's levels. And these things are wonderful. They save so much just problems and heartache and frustration. So on your way back down the hill, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that little bell notification button thing down there, and comment down below. Have you ever used a level, and what is it that you use a level for? Anybody out there that watches that is a tradesman, I would love to hear about your experiences with these tools that we're talking about, and what you use levels for, and how important they are for your job specifically. So on that note, I appreciate y'all.